Hello and welcome. I'm Daniel Che. It's time now again for updates on the COVID-19 situation here in the nation. So let's go straight to the venue where the briefing is ready.
First, we will hear from Minister Bang Neung-hoo about the countermeasures for COVID-19. With regards to COVID-19, I am the first Vice Head of the Central Disaster and Safety Countermeasures Headquarters, Bang Neung-hoo. As of midnight of July 19th, there were 21 community spreads that were newly confirmed, and there were 13 cases that were imported. For the newly confirmed cases, in total there were 13,745 confirmed cases, and as of now, 894 people are still being treated. Yesterday we saw an additional case of deaths, and until now the death toll amounts to 295. We pay our respect and condolences to the deceased and the family members. Today, a meeting was held under the leadership of Prime Minister Chung Se-kyun, and we talked about strengthening the measures for preventive measures in metropolitan cities, and also for securing protective gears, and also monitoring tourist sites such as beaches. So now I will talk about what has happened over the 2 weeks. From July 15th to 18th, daily average confirmed cases amount to 21.4 people. Compared to the previous 2 weeks, the number decreased because it used to be 31, and especially this week, we see that community spread in Korea is being maintained at under 10 people. So we see that the number is continuously decreasing. So for the number of unknown cases, it has decreased to 7%, and for cluster outbreak as well, compared to 16 from the previous 2 weeks, it has decreased to 9 cases. And also within the controlled areas, we are able to control around 80%. And for the regional areas, in metropolitan areas and in the Honam areas, we still see confirmed cases increasing. However, the number is being maintained at less than 10. And we see that by regions, we are seeing a stabilization as well. In some, all of the management indices are being improved, and we believe that the spread of COVID-19 in Korea is being maintained at a stable level, and we believe that we are recovering. And this is thanks to the cooperation of all our citizens. In a lot of the religious facilities, citizens actually adhere to the preventive measures and also refrain from having small gatherings. And also our citizens refrain from going to closed and crowded spaces. And I believe this is all thanks to your effort. However, in metropolitan areas and Honam regions, we see that the cases are being newly confirmed in areas such as workplaces, and it is spreading, so we still have to be on alert. We have to ensure that the newly confirmed cases become a single digit, and we want to ask you to cooperate in a concerted manner together with our governments for a little more time. Unlike the case in Korea, worldwide, the spread of COVID-19 is prevailing. Every day, there are hitting a record high number of newly confirmed cases. And across the world, a lot of countries are not stabilizing, and we see that COVID-19 is still spreading. And in line with this, in Korea as well, we see a continuous increase of cases that are being imported. Over the 2 weeks, for the imported cases, the daily average is more than 20 people, and this is an increase by around 11 people. For foreign workers and for the crews from overseas trips, we see newly confirmed cases increasing. And for our Korean expats working in construction sites states overseas, we saw an increase in the number as well. For the cases that are coming in from abroad, we find it in the quarantine offices, and it is rare for these cases to spread to community spread. However, this can act as a burden to our community and also to our medical system. So we are strengthening measures for imported cases. So for countries that are subject to special entry procedures, we are going to increase it to 6 countries. And we are also having people coming in from abroad to submit their testing results in a mandatory manner as well. And also, we have to make sure that we secure safety of our citizens, and this is the obligation of Korea. So for the Korean expats working in construction sites in areas such as Iraq, we're going to support our citizens there, and we're also going to make sure that we make efforts for the Korean citizens living abroad. With the spread of COVID-19 across the world, in order to make sure that we are containing it, we are trying to make all of our efforts so that we can keep safety of our citizens. In today's meeting, we talked about how the number is decreasing in metropolitan areas. So we also talked about loosening the countermeasures in metropolitan areas. So starting in May, in a measure against COVID-19, we actually banned operation for high-risk facilities, and for clubs and other high-risk facilities, we also had them be imposed with mandatory preventive measures, and then we imposed strengthened measures for them as well. And starting in that time, we used to have around 30 people being newly confirmed on an average. However, we see that the number is decreasing to a number in teens. So we want to ensure that the number is decreasing to a single-digit level, and we see that the number is decreasing. And for facilities with low number of confirmed cases, we want to loosen and relieve some of the preventive measures that have been strengthened before. Starting tomorrow, July 20th, we're going to release some of the bans on public facilities such as museums and art galleries. So we're going to open them up while making sure that they adhere to the disease control measures. And we're also going to apply measures such as wearing face masks and having the electronic visitor system. And for sports systems such as soccer and baseball, we are still not having spectators, and we're going to monitor the situation and review that measure later on. For entertainment facilities and singing rooms and other high-risk facilities, we are also going to make sure that we keep on having electronic record system for them. So we're going to maintain these strengthened measures. And this was a separate measure that we applied starting in June 2nd. And we are still going to follow those measures. Now I will explain about the respiratory system facilities. So in order to make sure that we protect medical practitioners and the volunteers from respiratory symptoms, we are going to have a professional system for them. So we have confirmed additional budget and a tertiary budget, and we are distributing them to local communities. So those people who will be mandatorily taking care of these will be the heads of cities and districts, and we can also have other hospitals participating as well. And in order to contain the infection, we're going to make sure that we secure the systems and equipment, but for the operation time, we're going to set it after cooperating and coordinating it together with local governments. We're going to be supporting 100 million won per facility, and we're going to make sure that the patients are not burdened with additional cost. And for care facility members, we're going to support them in a temporary manner. And in order to increase and secure the access level for our citizens. We have made sure that we are going to have additional installation per facility. And for the type of installation, this can be decided by the decision made by local governments. And we're trying to do this so that we can secure capability for additional COVID-19 spread. We want to ask a lot of hospitals to participate, and we are going to support you as much as possible as well. Holiday season is starting in earnest. Government and local governments are making efforts so that our citizens can have a safe holiday. One example is the following. In the Jeonnam area, for major beach areas, we are going to make sure that people are reserving in advance, and we are also going to make sure that people are not eating or drinking in the beach areas. We also want to ask our citizens to make use of these information and also to follow measures such as distancing and wearing face masks when you are on your holiday. On May, before and after the holiday, we saw a cluster outbreak, and this actually was prolonged until now. So please remember to make sure that you are following preventive measures so we don't see a repeat of what has happened in the past. And please make sure to refrain moving in very crowded areas. And please make sure to use your home vehicles when you're moving. So there are some areas where we expect a crowded population. So please refrain from going to those places, and please make sure that you are having a holiday near your homes so that you can be safe. And this is our recommendation. This weekend, many religious facilities, including churches, had to refrain from having small gatherings and follow preventive measures when they were having services. Cluster outbreak cases in religious facilities has decreased thanks to that. So we want to thank you once again. So, if we were able to maintain a low risk level that we have maintained as we have done now, we believe that we will be able to loosen the measures for religious facilities such as churches. So we want to thank you for your cooperation, and they have decided to refrain from having a community event, and we want to ask you to continue to do so and also wear face masks when you're having services. So tomorrow is July 20th, and it will be 6 months since we saw a first case of COVID-19 in Korea. COVID-19 is still prevailing across the world, and no one can predict when this will end. Many countries are suffering from it, and they are suffering a damage from COVID-19 in terms of their economy. And in order to go back to their normal economy, they are lifting measures on the lockdowns. However, this is leading to a second wave of COVID-19 as well. Korea has made efforts, and we refrain from having a forceful imposement such as lockdowns. And we were also able to have a social economy while not having a lockdown as well. And this achievement is thanks to all of the efforts made by our citizens. So we want to ask you to continue to keep such a mature civic awareness. And we also want to thank you for making such a concerted effort, because thanks to your effort, we could come here. We have done well until now. However, right now we see a second wave across the world, and this is unpredictable. So the situation that we are facing ahead is still very severe. Therefore, we will have to maintain our lives where we live together with COVID-19 for some time in the future as well. However, we believe in our citizens, and we have confidence in your strength as well. So if we were to cooperate, we believe that we are going to be able to make the new normal society, and we are confident about this. So we want to thank you for working together with us for the past 6 months, and the government will also strive hard so that we can contain COVID-19 and also so that we can keep the safety of our citizens. Thank you.
지금부터 질의응답 시간을 가지겠습니다.
That's all from us. As always, thank you for watching.